Welcome to Smokey's Grime Files. I'm your host, journalist, and we are back to kind of wrap up some stuff we did earlier in the channel, which is there is a Kano documentary for Made in the Manor. And before I start Hoodies All Summer, I thought it would be good if I would go over the Made in the Manor documentary now that it is an album I have actually listened to, gone over a few records, seen live sets from. Be nice to kind of see how it all happened. So that's what we're going to do on this one. We are going to also check out the Hoodies All Summer, and then I'll probably listen to that album and do all that extra stuff with that one. More Kano coming to the channel as well. I know Kano had been requested, but this is kind of exploded after we did that Kano run, and then from there, like that Gets and Kano run turned it into what we have now. So thank you to everybody that's joined up, and yeah. If this is your first time or you're returning, if you could please hit that like and that subscribe for me. It'll help me a whole lot. We are trying to grow the channel. And on the Grime Files, any Grime related stuff, put it in the comment section. I'll check it out as soon as I can. Yeah, let's go. Let's see if this is gonna be any good, man. I hope so.
69 man a roll Sunday morning. Dorothy be up, but Jennifer be yawning. Rachel will get her hair braided, I'll spoil it. One side be looking like Don King, don't it? Ribs in the oven, catch a whiff. Heartless crew on mission, catch a crisp biscuit. Whoa. Ice cream van, yeah, chase it down. Screwball 99, flake it out.
What is that? That culturally, everybody doesn't chase the goddamn ice cream truck or the ice cream man or your local, like they sell some good shit in the neighborhood and it drives by. Culturally, like we didn't all chase that motherfucker. That shit is crazy to me. Like it's not like some people say, "Hey, little nigga in America, calling a little nigga in the UK, hey, make sure you chase your ice cream truck." That's how we get down. Like just everybody knew to chase. That's crazy.
Newham Leisure Centre where the girls at. Hair gel down to her face where the curls at. Money on the table, frustration, get mummy's purse out. Forward some summers, I'm racing the latest Merc out, it worked out. Septemberton's locked up, but we don't talk about it. Lee and Karras don't speak of things ain't cool with Aaron. But amongst all the bullshit is love, though. You gotta love London in the sun, bro. You done know.
Isn't that what is this? This is England or some shit like that? I think so. I'd be pulling up to my house, my neighbors be looking at me crazy like, the fuck are you? What did that song just say? Like, yeah, man, it shit slap. And that was his house though too? Like that, like where he was, like he grew up as a little nigga in that house. That's where he was rapping that shit.
I'm never not making an album. I think you get to a place where, you know, you might record some songs and then you record one and you think, yeah, this is it. This is the start of something. And I think I come to that place around 3 years ago. And when that first line came out, 69 man a road Sunday morning, just took me so far back and put a smile on my face, really.
That's how you know it's good. That's how you know. Hey, write that shit down.
Right now we're at 69 Manor Road. This is like the family home. When I was born, this is where we lived.
Shout
There's
out to
like
moms.
a picture of my uncles and my mum and that playing frustration. They used to like gamble over that like.
You guys call first. That looks like sorry. In my country, that's what we call it. That game is called frustration that they're playing.
Child's game frustration, like 4 a.m. and us kids would just be running around. They would be taking that shit like, man, seriously. But it always was like music and food. Like no matter who came here, there was food for them. It was one of those houses. So yeah, it was a nice little community here. You know what I mean? It means a lot to me and this record, I guess.
Alright, let's just check your headphone levels. Okay.
I knew if I dive in and I really talk about stories that I lived through and people that mean a lot to me, you know, you're gonna have the good times and the bad times and the nice side to the manor, and you're gonna have the slightly more sinister side.
Then it could all change in a minute. I've seen innocent summers turn sinister. Tempers flare up, violence is imminent.
There's definitely a feeling of we're not supposed to be shit or have shit or become anything great. You know what I mean? An underlying attitude that people grow up
Trust
with.
me, both of them things been barking.
From around here. And I just wanted to be so much more and just to do better.
St. Olives? St. Olives Road? Is that how you say that shit?
When I started making this record, I probably hadn't been back to this road for a minute. But I got a lyric in a New Banger where I say, there's 86 St. Olives Road, next door to Teresa. And Teresa was right next door.
Teresa or Teresa?
I say across the road from Pam, and that's Pam, like right across the road. That was my bedroom up there. So we used to make tapes, but have the window open, and Pam used to be like to my mum, it's all good, because like, it means they're not out causing trouble and that. They're all in there having fun, so I got to rate Pam.
Yo, shout
Me and
out
my
to
brother's
Pam,
always
yo.
like
Big up.
close, you know what I mean? We spend so much time together. He got decks. My mum bought them for, I think it was his 16th birthday.
This doesn't even look like the same motherfucking person. Jesus Christ. God damn, he looked like a young man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And in that room, yeah, we set up decks. So he used to DJ. So I think it was quite natural that I picked up the mic. So we used to make tapes together.
Now I got big time crooks caught in the ass, like what is it? If we need to put in work, say the word that is finished. And I just want to make an album, mind my business.
When I come back, it's always happy memories, because it's like, I made my first tune up there in that room, you know what I mean? We had some good times there. DWE's, Forest Gate, Dizzy, Wiley, Bo, me, East Ham, Dean, Plasto, Ghetto. It was just like everyone was from this area. Now it's just like kids from everywhere, you know what I mean? They're on the internet, they haven't got a...
That shit says Pound City. That's funny as fuck. That's your dollar store.
Live next to one of these stations. They can just get their music out online and whatever. I couldn't have made this album as a teenager. It just took a certain amount of growth to be comfortable with speaking about certain things. I think I got to a place where I've been honest enough and said everything I wanted to say and told every true story. I've spoken about people, not always in a negative way. Maybe someone would be pissed, but do you know what? It was my story to tell.
No sand in the end, still life is a beach.
I feel like I'm okay with that. It's my story to tell if you're actually telling the whole truth. If you're telling the whole truth, and oh yeah, it's for sure your story to tell. I have no problem with that. If you are out here painting it a certain way, and then they feel a certain way about it, they have every right. But if you out here telling the truth, I don't give a fuck if you upset or not. Motherfucker, did I lie? Oh no? Then shut the fuck up.
In a t-shirt, weather in the manor, my friend.
Seashells is basically like returning to, you know, a place and realizing that.
What that nigga say about seashells? Fucking, you don't see seashells in. Yeah, you won't see seashells in the East End, but you might see shells in the East End or some shit like that. That shit, that bar was crazy.
You know, you've gone on to do so many things, see so many places around the world, and your life's kind of changed so much, but to return and realize that everything's kind of still the same. Barbershop, Sterling. Hermit. On Hermit Road where the barbers is, with an old heap of man getting half of us. You know them man that draw a knife at an argument.
I remember them too. I remember them bars.
Where the barbers is, with an old heap of man getting half of us. You know them man that draw a knife at an argument. My cousin DJs in here sometimes. He sets up his decks and plays music, like live. It's a weird barbershop.
Yes, man. Cool, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, when you're writing certain lyrics, it just brings back memories of you, you know what I mean, being there. And I think, like, rapping is a lot about that. You kind of put your day's experience onto the page, whatever that be, good or bad, or it always ends up in a song somewhere. For me and my mates, like listening
Winties.
to my music, or when my mates hear my music, they hear stories that they was a part of, because you know they went through it with me. In 30 years' time, I'm sure I could listen to one of my CDs and remember those moments, you know. Yes, yes. You good? How you doing? What? I remember doing some freestyle around here for some DVD. I think it was called like About to Blow or something like that.
I'm a young up-and-coming star like Rooney. You can't spit a 16-bar hot like tar like the kid K.A. apart from UD.
And we started to become like local famous. I think what helped, like when we broke through, was the practice hours that we had put in, you know, performing in front of like 20 people. So
That real
when you
grind.
go to do like a support act or whatever, you know what I mean? Like my first support act was with the Streets, and that was the first time performing in front of that many people. But I had put in so much hours and made all my mistakes behind closed doors, that it was cool. And I feel like nowadays, with the whole internet and YouTube, people can have a big tune and then next minute they're on like a wireless main stage, but they haven't really learned the art of performance yet. So they're making their mistakes on a main stage, and we got to make our mistakes in someone's kitchen on a pirate.
And that is why I say if Cola Ray actually ends up having a real career, and this sounds fucking crazy, it will be because she actually went through all that shit to get to actually having like #1 records, fucking crushing the game for fucking years. Cause she went from nobody in the room, shitty performances, but she did all that shit on the main stage, getting eyes on her the whole time. But she went through the real trenches. So that's why I'm like, if it turns out she actually turns out like years from now, like 3 years from now, #1 album shit, I'm just saying I'm calling it now. And it's because of the shit like the shit he just talked about. Motherfucker put in those practice hours.
But they haven't really learned the art of performance yet. So they're making their mistakes on a main stage, and we got to make our mistakes in someone's kitchen on a pirate radio. No, I think this album is kind of about a personal journey and family. It seems a bit cliche to say, if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. But I think there is a bit of truth to that. And with this album, I've definitely revisited where I've been, and hopefully the journey hasn't ended yet.
I've been riding that wave, still waters.
Yeah, this is exactly not what I thought it was gonna fucking be at all. Not at all. I thought it was gonna be closer to like that documentary when he goes back to Jamaica and he makes that song with Popcorn. I thought it was gonna be like that. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. But this was tight though. This was more, we'll say, like an intimate, like inside look at like the person, like kind of almost letting the walls down, almost. But this was dope though. This is dope. I'm gonna do the hoodies all summer right after this, so I can actually like listen to the album, and then I'm gonna actually drop these as a 2-pack, and then when I do drop them for the hoodies all summer, what should I check out off of there first before I actually do listen to the album, so I can get a couple of those videos up for everybody, and then I'm gonna check out the album, or I might just do like an actual album review. But I got to do Little Sim's album first if I'm gonna do a whole album video first. So I think that I might do that. But yeah, I can't really approve this. You know, this is how the grind files go. They kind of just end after I check everything out. I did enjoy this. If there's like more Kano documentaries or something like that you want me to check out, yeah, put them in the comment section. I'll check them out. Just so you guys know, I have watched the one where him and Getz are having a FaceTime conversation. I've seen that one now. And then, yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, all right. That's it. I'm out of here. Thank you if you've made it all the way to the end. If you could please hit that like or that subscribe if it's your first time, or you've been watching and you haven't hit that subscribe yet. Like, it'll help out, you know. Join up. Let's make it official. And yeah, that's it. I'm out of here. I'll see you on the next one.